Bee removal. How to safely remove or exterminate bees. Bees are one of the most charming species of insect, and everyone knows how important they are to the reproduction of flowering plants and to the food supply. However, having bees nesting too close to human habitation or to living spaces of domestic or farm animals can be a serious problem. Furthermore, anyone with an allergy to bee stings may be in mortal danger in the presence of those flying insects. The elderly, the very young, and those who are very ill can also face grievous harm from multiple bee stings. The most frightening possibility of all is the danger bees can pose to small children. Small children may be curious about a beehive and provoke a swarm attack. Due to their small size, toddlers can be easily overwhelmed by a mass bee attack. Worse still, you may not know whether or not your child is allergic to bee stings until it is too late. Removal and safety. Understanding bees is important if you are to live near them or if you intend to get rid of them. Your first task is to make certain that it is actually bees you are dealing with. If you are dealing with wasps, hornets, bumblebees, or something else more formidable than honeybees, this is not the particular article you should be reading. Identifying honeybees. Ordinary bees can be identified by the tufts of hair around their heads, thorax, and protruding from segments of their abdomen. This is what gives them the furry, friendly appearance and is a big part of the reason why many people like them. Hornets and wasps have smooth bodies. Another important clue is the appearance of the nest. The nests of the honeybees are made from wax, which the insects chew and deposit bit by bit. Other stinging insects construct their own nest from mud, dirt, wood, fiber, paper, or cardboard pulp. Honeybees are at their most active during the spring. You will see them moving back and forth between food sources and their nest, sort of like flying ants. Other stinging, flying insects are not as well organized or predictable. Your local beekeeper. Once you've identified the insects as honeybees and have pinpointed their location, oftentimes the best move is to call a beekeeper. A beekeeper can usually remove the bees without damaging the nest or harming the bees. As you may have already known, honeybees are in danger for reasons that are not well understood, and they are a very important part of the food chain on which we rely. Therefore, removing the bees without harming them is always preferable when possible. Best to vacate the area while the beekeeper does his job, since the bees will become agitated during the removal process. If the nest is located inside a crawl space or other hard-to-reach structures, removing them gently may be very difficult. Also, if the nest is located within reach of an indoor space, threatening a nursery or the sleeping quarters of an elderly or infirm person, quicker removal may be necessary. If you cannot locate a beekeeper willing to tackle the nest, or if you need the bees removed very quickly, an exterminator may be the best bet. Once the exterminator has destroyed the bees, it is important to have the remains of the bees and the nest removed. Otherwise, the bees will smell the honey left behind and seek it out, in which case they are likely to set up shop in the same location. Ask your exterminator if he also removes the dead bees and the empty nest. If not, you may need to contact another professional who can remove them. Call the bee removal experts. If you have a bee problem either in your home or if anyone nearby is allergic to bees, call the experts immediately for quick and thorough removal.